Welcome to Her Lights, your home for women's sports coverage. I'm your host, Erin Foley, a stand-up comic, TV writer, and most important, an obsessed sports fan. I break down the best games, highlight the best stories, and interview the best from the world of women's sports. So put on your jerseys, stretch out your hammies, and let's do this. Hello, Herlighters. It's Erin Foley back in the booth talking women's sports. Do I have a treat for you today? Yes, I do. I'm so excited, so thrilled to welcome our guest to the big show today. She's a stand-up comic. She's a writer. She's a woman about town. She's an international sensation. She's here today, fan favorite, backed by popular demand. Do not hold your applause. Please welcome Bridget McManus.
Yay!
Oh!
Look, I've grown a mustache since the last time I saw you.
Wow.
I know, a lot of things have changed. Gender bending. I need a haircut. Erin's going to actually cut my hair. We've talked about this, so this is another talent that she has is haircutting. Lesbian
Bridget,
haircutting.
You popped on the Zoom, and my first thought was, your hair looks good, and then you just completely shit on your hair.
It's just, what if I actually shit on my hair? That's how flexible I am. No, I think the lesbian cut is you just put it in a high ponytail and you just do like one cut, and then
Okay,
that's
perfect.
it.
Okay.
I trust you. I trust
Then we
you.
can do
I
this.
believe in you. Okay.
The Olympics are mere weeks away. And
Losing my mind.
I'm
losing my mind.
So excited. And I thought, okay, I'm going to start my Olympic deep dives. I'm going to start my Olympic previews. Who do I call? Bridget McManus.
Because I'm obsessed. I take days off from work to watch. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed. I am up 24 hours a day watching it. Yeah.
Some of my favorite podcasts that I did was with you during the Summer Olympics last time. So I'm going to be calling on you time and time again, doing some previews, doing some mid-Olympic coverage. So let's get into it. I'll start us off by just listing. Obviously, we're not covering all of them. We're just going to do a couple. Just to dive into the madness. There's 16 events: alpine skiing, biathlon, bobsled, cross-country skiing, curling, figure skating, freestyle skiing, ice hockey, luge, Nordic combined, short track speed skating, skeleton, ski jumping, snowboarding, speed skating, ski mountaineering. Now, out of all those 16 events, Bridget, which one are you competing in?
I am doing the frozen margarita challenge at the bottom of the slope.
Ooh.
I know, right? It's very exciting. I would, if I could, do snowboarding
Okay.
because I'll say I'm a former snowboarder. I used to go with a group of friends. Did I ever tell you this? I used to go to a group of friends snowboarding. They used to invite me every year, and then they stopped inviting me. And I was like, well, it's because like I'll ride a black diamond, but I leaf down, I go really slow. And I was like, well, the reason is they're really good. They like ride rails, they're serious. And so, I meet them at the bottom like 3 hours later for a beer. And I was like, oh, it's because I'm slow. And then one day I was like, what if they just stop inviting me because they don't like me anymore? Like, what if that's
Did you inquire?
No, of course not. No, you repress things with friends. You don't share. Do you talk about your feelings? Gross.
Once every couple of years.
No.
In
No,
therapy when I'm paying for them to listen to me. It's really healthy. Irish Catholic, no communication problems. I think that's a new song. Okay.
Is it? It's beautiful.
Snowboarding. All right.
Yes. What about you? Wait. I want to hear about you. Snowboarding. What do you pick?
If I had to pick a sport.
You have to.
Wow. I guess I would say I think I have a fear of going down a mountain very fast.
So
and I also don't like heights.
So you should wait for the Summer Olympics is what you're saying.
I think I would do hockey. Ice hockey is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. It's my favorite sport. I love the team. I've been cheering for these women. The Olympics, started in 98 I've never missed like an ice hockey Olympic. I've like memories of losing my mind.
I think you're saying losing my virginity watching ice hockey.
Losing my virginity. If I lost my virginity watching women's ice hockey, that would be the greatest moment of my life.
If someone said that was how you did it, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't even question it. I'm like, oh, is that how she did it? That makes sense. I
planned the deflowering of myself during a gold medal match of women's ice hockey.
USA! Is that my orgasm? That was terrible.
God. Okay, let's rein it in.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so I guess I would say ice hockey and you would say snowboarding. I love it. So let's start. Let's start with those sports. You want to start with those sports? Can you
Yeah,
talk
I'm
us through
obsessed.
snowboarding? I didn't investigate snowboarding. We each gave each
Snowboarding
other
is
assignments.
fantastic. It is so exciting. I'm just, I
So
just watch it
fun.
all year round. It's fantastic. So Chloe Kim, I think, is going to win her third medal. She's dating an NFL player, just so you know, a Browns defenseman named Miles Garrett, and they are the cutest. Not that I care about relationships. We need to focus on her, not men.
Wait,
But
wait.
well,
Miles Garrett and Chloe Kim is one of my favorite couples. He just broke the record for amount of
I
sacks in a
know,
single season. I
I
love
know,
him. I followed his
love him
career.
too.
It's the only good thing about Cleveland and the Browns. Well, I love the
Seriously.
city of Cleveland, but the Browns. But I love that
Yeah.
couple. Keep going. I love
They're
this.
they're they're fantastic. So I don't know if you watched her in 2018 when she was 17 years old,
Of course
but
I did.
she already had like secured the gold medal, and then she did this epic like victory lap because she had one more run, and it was a two back-to-back 180s, which is when you rotate three times in the air.
It's crazy.
Like she's amazing. She's amazing. She seems like the coolest person. I wrote that she's a witch is what I actually wrote down. Is that
Okay,
she's a
so
magical
explain
witch.
that. Explain why she's a witch.
She's a witch because she's burning up the ice like the witches were burned in Salem. That's so fucked up. I don't know why I said that. Because
This
she's
is
magical. Like
why I called you first.
she's on a broom, swirling around. She's just outstanding. And then
Yeah.
we have Jamie Anderson, she's 35, and they do all these like they do all these reports where it's like she's practically dead, but we're letting her back on the mountain.
I know that's the Lindsey Vaughn thing too. All right, keep going. I love this.
Like, oh, how is she doing it with her osteoporosis? Like, yeah, how dare she be alive? She's two golds. She has a silver medal. And they're like, people are like, and she has kids now. I'm like, women can have kids and still function in society. But and she's sponsored by vegan chocolates. Like, that's pretty fucking gay.
Oh.
Sadly, she's not gay, but
Oh.
I mean, not yet. I don't know why I did that.
Wait,
Um,
she's how old is she?
she's 36, 35.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
She's
It's her. Lindsey Vaughn's 41. Hillary Knight, I believe, is 37. I think Brittany.
you're 82. You just
I'm
turned
I'm
82.
85. I can't believe this is going to be my last podcast. You
Yeah.
have to stop podcasting after
I'll do
40.
your eulogy.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, do you guys remember when Aaron lost her virginity watching a hockey match? That's how I'm going to open and close your eulogy. I'm like, I'll be here next week, Stephen. Yeah,
Yeah,
she,
they talk about these women like they're like literally down for the count. I'm like, they're in their prime still. Obviously,
but it's like,
making an Olympic team, they could obviously compete at the highest level.
she broke her wrist last year, like early 2025. So they're like, well, you're just gonna have to just take a nap and never leave her house again. And she's like a history of like she ruptured her spleen, and when she was like, I think she was like a teenager, she broke her foot, she broke her collarbone. So they're like, well, she's has leprosy, she's falling apart. But I'm excited to see her. Obviously, it's
Nice.
gonna be her last Olympics because she'll die soon because she's
Yes, absolutely.
30.
Just go in the
Whereas
corner
like
and start eating protein. That's all.
yeah,
That's all that needs
that's
to
all she
happen.
does.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 2 pound weights. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, and then there's B Kim, who's doing the half pipe, and she's a 17-year-old, like high school senior. Can you
Wow.
imagine? She's ranked like third in the world. Can you imagine being 17 and competing in the Olympics? That's crazy.
I was I the only reason why I got out of bed when I was 17 and I still struggle with it. The reason why I was running late this morning. It's 11:30. Is because
11:45, my friend.
11:45.
We couldn't make the
I had to
11:30.
push
Let's.
it. I had to push it. I'm not a morning person. Is my mother at 17 years old, senior year of high school, would be like, she would threaten me. Like if you don't get up, you're not gonna be able to play in the game. And that's the only reason why I'd get up. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like my mother was getting me out of bed at 17, and these women are like going for gold medals in the Olympics. It's amazing.
That's abusive. Are you talking about that in therapy?
No, I mean like,
No,
thank
I'm just
God for
kidding.
Mary Foley.
That's called a joke that didn't land. I'm working on a lot of new material that's not going to land today, so it's fine. It's fine.
You're landing it like the half pipe. I love snowboarding so much. I love what I don't know a lot of the language. It's something I have to like learn like exactly what the events are because one of them that I love is I'm not even going to be able to describe it right when there's like three or four of them going down at the same time, not the half pipe,
Yeah, where
the
they're like
like
racing
the
down the
down, they're
mountain.
racing down, and there's oh my,
Hmm.
they're just, I have to get some more snowboarding language. I didn't do a deep dive on snowboarding yet. But
Okay,
okay,
I forgive you.
those are great
And I
women
like
to
the big
highlight.
air, the big air ones where they're like,
Yeah.
how do you with a
Yeah.
trampoline? Like, how do you just go to one time? You're like, I'm gonna go a billion feet in the air and like hopefully I won't fall and die.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't like climbing a ladder, Aaron. How do these people do this?
I have a two-step ladder to get on top of my refrigerator and I panic.
That's hilarious.
I cannot handle heights, and they're like 75 feet off the freaking ramp.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There was a woman, hold on. Did you read about a woman, I think maybe she was from Japan, that recently did like 75 turns. Hold on. I'll see if I can
That's
get this information. Um I'll look for it really quick, and if I can't get it, I can't get it.
how did you
Um
not like fly off the ground if you're doing that many turns?
Okay, here it is. 21-year-old Japanese snowboarder Kokomo Muraze, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, just landed a backside triple cork 1620. Okay, triple cork 1620, the first woman ever to do it. I don't even I just watched the video. I think this was very recently. It looked like she spun around like 17 times. I literally watched the video and I was like, what? I always think like the Japanese and Americans, those are like, I think those are like the main competition usually. Well, they're all amazing. All the countries obviously are amazing. But that woman, I was like, holy hell. She's 21 and I don't even know what that cork move is. I'll have to research that. But it was an amazing video. I'm just like, again,
At
I
what
can,
point do they just stop? Where they're like, I've spun enough. Like, you
yeah,
know how every year it's like Babe Ruth was the shit, and now you have where we are at. It's
yeah,
like, at what point are they just flying?
yeah.
They're just gonna fly.
They're just gonna fly.
Just gonna
We
fly.
started out as a snowboarder, but now we're actually just flying. But
We're
how do
just
you
yeah.
keep, I guess, do you like, well, we'll have to get Bridget, you and I have to interview a professional snowboarder and ask these questions of like, I guess, do you just keep pushing yourself with the spins and like creating new moves, or like it's just unbelievable how they come up with these moves and how they keep progressing these moves without
I,
like the fear, like getting
that's
past
what's
the
weird is the
fear.
fear. I wonder if like your layman questions are offensive, kind of like someone's like, "Oh, you're a stand-up. Like, how do you hold the microphone?" You're like, "That's what you asked me. What a dumb question."
Well, Bridget, I will go in there with a little bit more preparation, but I still will ask them that question.
You're like, "I'm going to have sex and watch hockey, and then I'm going to come in and ask you questions." Okay.
Tackling fear, though,
Oh God.
that is a legitimate. I mean, you could ask me that right now as a stand-up, and I would be like, "That's a legitimate question." You know what I mean? Like that. I
Mhm.
mean, how they. I know, obviously, we're professionals and they're professionals, but still, like how you keep pushing yourself. That's unbelievable.
It's terrifying. I'm no, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I have no
Um,
talent.
so snowboarding, that's your number one. I love it.
That's
I
my
love
number
it.
one. Snowboarding is my number one. Speed skating is my number two. Figure skating. You know, I feel like we all have to watch figure skating and then women's hockey, of course.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into figure skating. I did a little
Okay,
bit of,
great.
I know you're doing stuff. I did a little bit of a deep dive. I just want to, before we get into, I feel like we have a legitimate chance of battling this year, which I'm very excited about. Before we get into these amazing women, I think I've told you this before. OG Herlighters, when it was probably at that time called Sports Without Balls, you've probably heard the story, but new fans. I have now just turned into my father, RIP Dick Foley. When we would watch figure skating growing up, and this is well into adulthood when my dad was like in his 70s, early 80s, he could not watch figure skating because the women would start their routine and then he'd have to leave and make a sandwich because he got
Is
so
he
stressed
scared?
out.
He's so scared.
He gets so stressed out. And
So
now
cute.
I have just taken that on where I almost like want to know the results before I watch it because it's so this is men and women. It's not just like a woman. Like and it started with I was trying to think of who it started with. That the first time I remembered my dad could not watch.
So cute.
It was that American, it was the American Kwan. Michelle
Oh,
Kwan,
oh, yeah.
right? Yeah. I remember specifically he being like, I can't. Like you just get so attached to these women, you get so attached to these athletes that you like lose
Oh,
your mind.
sweet.
Like
That's so sweet.
When Lindsey Vonn hits the Michaela Schifrin and Lindsey Vonn do the downhill, I'm gonna be losing my mind. Um, I feel that way about Chloe Kim, but figure skating to me, that's the most stressful event. Does that stress you out at all?
It's it's terrifying, and I do that stupid person judgment where I'm like, all you gotta do is land it. You didn't land it. Like I could ever do any of it because it's like, yeah, it's all like do, flip your foot, look, oh, look at the pretty little dance, and then it's like do that quad, and then they fall, and you're like, "Ooh, you suck, you know." But no, I do the same thing. I have to know ahead of time. Although in the history of watching figure skating, I've never seen anyone like break a bone and see like blood on the ice. So I mean, what are we really worried about? They
No,
don't
I'm
fall on
not.
their heads.
But if they, no, I'm not worried about personal injury or bleeding out on the ice. I'm just like, what the moments I just keep coming back to is these singular events, right?
Mhm.
Where you train for 4 years. And I know there's world championships and there's more events throughout the year now, which I
Yeah.
think is very mentally and physically healthy for these men and women. But like you train for 4 years for two routines. You've got a short program and a
No.
long program. And if you mess up one time, you are done. You're off the medal stand unless, then you like if you mess up, which is of course completely natural, then I remember watching so many Olympics where, you know, Oksana Bayul goes on the ice or pick a name and you go, please fall because I'm cheering for the America. And then you're like, that doesn't make sense anymore. I don't want her life to be destroyed. It's very stressful, but I cannot wait.
But it's also subjective. It's like, do you remember Johnny Weir? He came in
Yeah.
sixth in his last competition at the last Olympics, and like he was phenomenal. He didn't
Yeah.
drop. He didn't fall once. He killed all his
Yeah.
jumps. He landed them all. So it's just subjective. And you always hear that. People always whisper me like, this is a very corrupt system. Like all systems are corrupt. So it's part of it's like, we like them. We like their sparkly costumes. They're doing the best they can. And they still might not win. I hate subjective things. I hate it.
I would push back a little that it's not all subjective based on points and style. I think
Oh,
style,
the
but
rating.
but
Yeah,
the
they're
but Johnny Weir, I think in particular, who I love, and
I love. I
I'm going
grabbed
to be
his ass
following.
one time on a red carpet, and then I realized in hindsight, I'm like, that was sexual harassment. He was good about it. He was good about it. I didn't think about it until I got in the car, and I was like, if some random interviewer grabbed my ass, he had a great ass. Oh my God, see, I'm doing it again. I'm disgusting. Me too. Keep going.
I love him. I love his commentary. I love him and Tara Lipinski have now like I watch all their videos on NBC. Also Adam Rippon.
Hmm. Hmm.
He fans of listeners go. He's on Instagram breaking down jumps and breaking down routines. I'm learning so much from his
He's so
Instagram
charming
posts.
too. Yeah, he's a
So
good time.
charming. But Johnny Weir, I think the only thing for me, I just remember this being like he didn't fall, he was beautiful, everything, but he wasn't doing those like triple axle quad. He wasn't, I remember like the other skaters were like more physicality and more jumps, and I think that was the technical
You
thing,
think, okay,
but
all
I
right,
think I
fine.
think you're right too though. There is subjectivity in it, but I
Yeah.
think it's also maybe a corrupt point system. We will never know. Okay, let's talk about the women. I
Okay.
digress.
Okay.
I think we've got a really good shot at a medal. What are
Yeah.
you thinking?
Alyssa Liu is amazing, reigning world champion. She retired at 16. You know, she's back at age 20. And I remember reading like, oh, she got retired at 16. Good for her. But it was like she had burnout. Like she wanted to be a high schooler. And I'm like, oh, I'm a monster. So she's fantastic. She glows on the ice. And then we have Amber Glenn, who is out, awesome, bisexual, pansexual, just like the coolest. She's been very vocal about being diagnosed with anxiety and depression and having an eating disorder. And she's talked about being ADHD. Like that, I think is very important. She's beautiful, not to talk about people's looks, but like she looks like Hunter Schafer from Euphoria. Like she's just the coolest. And she's 26. Once again, she's a crone because
So
it's the
old.
old disgusting. So she is the oldest female figure skater in the last 98 years to compete for the US. Oh, it's like she's so old. Like,
Oh
how is
my
she
God,
functioning?
26. How is she just not
26.
literally just eating protein in the corner like a bunch of
Yeah.
menopausal
So,
women?
so sad. Eating prunes in the corner. That's what she's doing. I'm so excited for those. Those are my favorite.
That's
That's who I'm keep my eyes on.
fantastic. Yeah, I forgot about Amber. I forgot about Amber Glenn's backstory because I remember reading about that like months ago and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm so super excited. Here's a stat that's gonna just blow you away because I learned this from Johnny Weir that I did not know. Hold on, I've got to pull it up. Um, the US hasn't won a women's figure skating medal since Sasha Cohen took silver back in 2026. No, sorry, in 2006. Those are numbers I can read. We
When
haven't
did
won.
Nancy Kerrigan win? When was she? Like 2000?
That was in the 1500s. Um,
You an idiot. You're an idiot.
so
Okay.
Cohen takes silver in 2006. The last
Jeez.
the last American to win gold was Sarah Hughes in 2002. Can I
That's
read numbers? These are years, 2002 and 2006. Isn't that crazy? So
that's
20 a
terrible. Well,
20-year
never mind
medal
then.
drought, a 20-year medal
Wait,
drought on the
where's
women's
my
side.
pen? I no longer think they're going to win anything. I'm crossing them off. Obviously, they're
No, it's the
disgusting. Nope.
opposite. We have
Sorry,
between
Chloe.
Alyssa
I mean,
Liu, Amber
Alyssa. Sorry, Amber.
Glenn, and then the outside sort of dark horse. Where am I?
Dark house.
Isabeau
She lives in a
Levito.
haunted house.
I live in a haunted
Okay.
house. Isabeau Levito, super young. So
Yep.
out of those three, we really have a legitimate chance to medal. Also, right now, I think it starts today through Sunday,
Hmm.
are the figure skating national championships.
I didn't know that.
I don't typically watch a lot of national championships right before the Olympics because I like want to go into the Olympics as like fresh and like, know a little.
Yeah.
But now that I've done my deep dive, I'm like, I'm going to have to watch some of it.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's so exciting to watch. But yeah, I mean, you're right because it's like a spoiler alert. You don't want to
Yeah.
see the dress rehearsal.
I know, but and according to Johnny Weir, where I get all my figure skating information, you and Johnny Weir, it used to be, now again, this is new to me because I wasn't doing, a lot of deep dives pre-Olympics before I, started to dedicate my entire life on women's sports. But they would just take like the top three from the national championship. So you'd have to like, it was so much pressure on the national championship. Now they're looking at like the body of work throughout the year because there's like World Cups and Grand Prix events and stuff like that. So, but you also have to bring it. So I'm gonna peek into the national championships this week. So if
Okay.
you're a crazy figure skating fan, or you just want to see these women and men, but whatever, this is a women's sports podcast. It's going on right now. It's going on. I think if you go on Peacock or NBC Olympics page, they give you a schedule of when the women are competing. Also, what I noticed was it was like 9:30 a.m. practice cam. And I was like, so you could just like watch them practice. And I was like, okay, that's a lot.
It's like those national forest things where they have them set up for the birds to leave the nest. Jeez.
I was
All
like,
right, I have to do that. I got to cancel the rest of the day.
do I
Let me
start
cancel my
watching
day. Do, do, do,
practices?
do. Just to watch. I want to see them pull wedgies out from their little leotards.
But I was like, I'm gonna have to just go on a practice cam just to see. Like, I'm assuming I obviously they're just practicing, but I'm like, why is that
Wait, the practice
televised?
cam, they're practicing on the practice cam? Is that what you think's
I guess,
happening?
yeah, I
They're just
guess
practicing on the
it's just
practice cam?
they're just practicing, and then they
Practicing
put a camera in front
on
of
the
it.
camera with the practice.
But I was
Do
like,
you remember when?
do I
Wait,
need do I need to watch practice? I just thought that
yeah,
was
kind of.
interesting. I've never seen that before, and I was like, okay.
Consider supporting women for the first time in your life, Erin. Watch the practice cam. Watch it.
I haven't done enough for women in comedy or sports.
I'm embarrassed for you.
I am.
All right, what are you
Um,
excited about? The other one I'm super into is the I'm so excited I have to look at my notes. Is speed skating, especially because of Erin Jackson. She is a roller derby player, which makes
she's
me so
She's
she's
one of
so
my all-time
cool.
favorites. She's
She's
so
amazing.
cool. I
She's
love her.
so cool.
I love her, and that's gonna be, I love watching speed skating.
Yeah.
I just realized as I'm talking to you that it's really the ice sports that I
Yeah.
love skiing and I love snowboarding, and I'll be like living and dying for Vaughn and Schifrin and Jesse Dinkins. But the ice sports I get really, really, I think in order, it's probably
Hmm.
ice sports, and then because I was never a skier. I did some cross country skiing. I did it
I did
twice.
I did cross country skiing when I was a kid, and I did not realize that downhill skiing was a thing. I thought it was just always cross country until I was in like my teens when someone asked me to go skiing, and I was like, sure. And then I was like, you want to kill me? I only thought it was cross country.
You never
That's
looked
it.
up? You never
No,
looked up at a mountain?
no, no, never
Head
did.
down.
I was in the backyard with my dad, just cross country skiing, sweating my balls off, going, this is terrible.
It's so hard. It's so
It's
fun
really
though.
hard.
I would do that again. I would do that again. I will never go downhill.
No.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
the speed skating. Okay, tell us about speed skating.
So Erin Jackson, also known as Quick and Derby, that's her roller derby name. So she's doing the 1,000 meter, which I didn't realize was so far. It's over a half a mile. Can you imagine going in that circle? And she's so like she's crazy fast. She has one gold medal. She's sponsored by Toyota. I was like, who sponsors this bitch? Which makes sense because she probably drives it goes as fast as the Toyota. She's from Florida. She's just like she's the Olympic 500-meter champion. So I think she's one to watch. She's 33. Once again,
Oh God, how is she not
decrepit,
retired?
yeah,
Can
craziness.
she even?
Brittany Bow, who we talked about.
Oh yes, I
Is it
love
Bow
her.
or Bow? It's Bow.
I think it's Bo.
It's Bow. And
I should have
going through
double
her.
checked that, but I'm assuming it's Bo. I've heard her
No,
name so
you're.
many times. I think it's Bo.
I know you're
Yeah,
listening, Brittany. So I'm sorry we're mispronouncing your name. I know you're the biggest fan of this
I
podcast.
love her. She will be on this
Get her
podcast.
on. Get her on.
We have to tell the backstory.
Okay, sorry. Tell the backstory.
Brittany Bowe
Mhm.
is, I don't know if they're officially married, but her partner's Hillary Knight.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
crazy. In my
listen,
heart, she's married. They're married. I'm
listeners.
ordained. I could
Oh
do
my
this
God, you
right
can
now.
marry
Get
them.
them on. I've been ordained. I've been a minister. I've been a minister for 12 years, and I didn't know until I got my email notification with my revised certificate, because of course I did it online. Anyway, I can marry you right now. Let me marry you in that Serena poster right behind you,
Well,
because I can do it.
I'm not dating anyone, so that's going to be really fun. I could marry Serena Williams' poster behind me.
Yeah, yeah.
So Hillary Knight, and this will be a good segue when we get to it shortly. The superstar of our USA Hockey, superstar of PWHL. She's going into her fifth Olympics. She is dating Brittany Bowe, speed skater extraordinaire. I love this so much.
Yeah, it's great.
I want to now talk about heated rivalry, but we only have a minute. We can only have a minute because we
I
could talk about
can't.
heated rivalry. But I'm saying this is like a lesbian sort of version of heated rivalry. Of course, there are other examples of women playing for Canada, U.S., Julie Chu and her wife. There's all other examples
Well,
of
also
heated rivalry,
Kayla
lesbian
Barnes.
edition.
Yeah, Kayla Barnes.
Yes.
She's gay, and she's dating a goaltender at Providence College named Hope. Was it Walensky? So it's like, yes,
There's a
bitch, we
lot
are
of lesbian love on the ice, but can we just do two
melting the
minutes on
ice.
heated
No,
rivalry?
you
I
have to
had
talk
no
about it
idea,
because
Bridget, I had no idea you had read the books.
okay, time the fuck out. 4 years ago, I did a deep dive into all gay, smut, queer sports books. I've read 162 gay sports books, and I have read so many of them, and I get so passionate about them that when I perform in Act Bar, which is a comedy club here or it's a bar that has comedy in Silver Lake, I have brought on stage the books to read excerpts. And I'm so obsessed with learning about anal sex, anal hooks. I know so much about the prostate. It's like education. So when I found out this series was coming out, I was mad. Like I was protective. It was like my special like baby bird. And everyone's like, I love it. I love it. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I've been the biggest Rachel Reed fan. She's the author from the Canadian books. I am the reason Heated Rivalry is out there. So you're welcome to
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you so much for reading
You
these
are fucking
books.
welcome. And you love it too. I mean, how many times have you seen it?
I've seen it
I've seen the
twice.
show 15 times, bitch.
What?
15 times, like a crazy person. People come
Wait,
over to my house to watch it, and I watch them watch it. I recorded my friend Kat
no,
Davis watching it. If you
no.
see it, I'll send it to you. Because it's like, oh, yeah, 15 times. And I will be, as soon as this is over, I'm watching it. I don't know why you're wasting my time.
Oh my
Shane
God.
and Ilya have things to do at the cottage.
I I have never watched a TV series twice, ever in my
What?
life. I've watched like some episodes like here and there, but sat down and watched a TV series like over, like a week or two or whatever, and then gone back and watched it. Not one time in my life. But it was January 2nd. It was like cold and rainy. And I was like, I'm not ready to go back to work. So I'm going to watch Heated Rivalry again and did not regret one moment of it.
Only
It's so
twice.
good. It's
What are you
so
doing
good.
tonight? Come over. Come over. We're going to watch it again. I will watch it forever and always. And they really match the book. Some of the dialogue is exact to the book. And since it's like a whole 7 or 8 book series, which I have them all because they were sold out for a while, I'm always like, hit, 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 call me. I have all the books. And there's a huge amount of female, I think a lot of them are straight, probably most of them are straight, hockey romantic books.
Oh, I
Is
love it.
something called
I
the
love
new,
it.
there's so many of them. So I know that you're not much of a reader
I
because,
don't, yeah, I
no,
don't
you don't
read. I
read, you're
don't know
not
how.
interested.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
how. Yeah, it's a bummer. But
we're starting a Kickstarter for your eyeballs. We're going to make this
yeah, yeah,
happen.
yeah. I feel like if I just get like a set of new contacts, like I can be able to
Oh,
read. It's just
okay. Well,
it's
that was
really a
easy.
contact issue. It's
Cool.
not it's not an intellectual
Oh, I thought you were
problem.
just dumb. Never mind.
No, no,
Okay,
I'm
we're good.
actually
No.
smart. I just can't see that clearly when it comes to books. All right, so watch Heated Rivalry, but
Yes.
also the love story of Brittany Bowe and Hilary Knight is so magical and wonderful. I mean, can you imagine? It's like she's a champion speed skater. Hilary Knight
Uh,
is probably, you could argue, the best of all time U.S. hockey player.
it's like Megan Rapinoe and they just
Yeah,
it's so exciting.
it's
It's
so
so
exciting.
exciting.
So that is
Uh,
our lesbian spin on Heated Rivalry. Any more speed skaters we should look out for?
okay, yes, hold on. Yes, speed skaters. Okay, hold on. There's so many pieces of paper here. Okay, so Brittany, oh, there's a one name, there's a girl named Sarah Warren who's making her debut, and that's so exciting when there's like a new skater. She's doing the 500 meter, and I'm just like, whenever there's someone new, you get excited. I mean, it's great when you have the veterans that are holding the flag, but when it's new, I feel like I'm new with
Yes.
them. Like you're doing so well. It's okay that
Yes.
you didn't get first
Yes.
place. It's okay. You're doing your best. This is just your first try. So I'm
I love it.
excited for Sarah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, that's the perfect segue because let's talk about ice hockey, and then I want to end with ski mountaineering,
Okay.
skimo, that I did a deep dive. It's the only new sport in the Winter Olympics this season,
Meet Skimo.
and I went deep. But let's talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, women's ice
Okay,
hockey.
great.
La- I just want to say this, listeners. A wonderful thing to do to prepare for Olympic ice hockey is to start watching the PWHL because there are 23 players on the ice hockey team. Let me get some fun stats out. You know, I'm obsessed with stats. There are 23 players on the Olympic ice hockey team. 16 of them are playing right now in the PWHL. So that is our professional women's hockey league. You can see all these games on YouTube, literally from your TV, from your computer. And I put the game on last night. It was, who was playing? New York was playing. Oh my God, Toronto. New York was playing Toronto. New York won 2-0. It's phenomenal hockey. It's so much fun, and you can really get to know these players before the Olympics. So there's my shout out for the PWHL. It is one of my sports goals this year to see a game live because I didn't see any last
All right,
year.
let's go. Let's go.
I know. I have one picked out, February 26th, New York against Montreal. Those are my two favorite teams.
Wait, did you already buy tickets?
No, but I feel like we should go, right? It's in
Let's
Newark.
go.
We can literally
No,
just
I'll
get a
go.
plane and stay in a hotel in Newark. I mean,
Let's
isn't that
do it.
crazy if
That's
they play in
absolutely.
Newark?
Anybody else want to join us? We'll tell you when we're going. Come. Don't talk to Erin though. She's very famous and nobody is allowed to bother
No,
her.
no, no eye contact with me. Absolutely. Come on, don't be ridiculous.
I only want eye contact. I want to say this really quick. First time I ever saw live sports, my bio dad took me to a Whalers game. They don't even exist in a
Oh
Connecticut
yeah,
Whalers game.
Hartford Whalers.
And yeah, yeah. And I was so excited. And we were right at the glass or the plastic or whatever. And I was like, this is so great. And then two players came up and they beat the shit out of each other and there was blood. And I just started crying. And that was my last hockey game I ever went to. And I was 7. So I
Yeah.
need to take back the night on this.
Take
I need to
back the
say,
night.
let's do it. Aaron and I are going. Come join us, guys.
Women's hockey, first of all, is so exciting. It's still very physical, even though they don't beat the shit out of each other and they can't body check. They're still really aggressive with, it's like a light
Do
checking,
they
you
have an
know?
enforcer for women's hockey? Do they have an enforcer?
I mean, there's different players on teams that are more aggressive, I would say, but you can't
Okay.
full body check. You can't slam into
Good.
there's, I would say light checking, but it's still super aggressive and like phenomenal, just phenomenal. It's so fun. It's so fast. And listen, I know I'm like an insane sports fan. I don't know a lot of the rules for hockey. Like,
Uh-huh.
I know a little bit about icing. I know there's like blue lines and I don't really know. And I'm always just like, I got to learn more of the rules. You don't really need to know. Honestly, what I'm saying is don't let that be a barrier for you to jump in and start watching this. Because it's so fun and it's just one of the most exciting sports. Anyway, so shout out to the PWHL. 16 of the 23 are playing right now. And here is another really, really fun fact. There are 12 new players going
What?
to the Olympics this year.
I didn't know that.
So
That's crazy.
in 2022, all right, so we won the gold medal in 2018. Some quick
Hmm.
backstory.
Hmm.
Starts in 98. We've only won the gold medal twice because we're constantly in the final game losing to Canada. And it's been I've just lost my mind. There's been tears, there's been frustration. Losing to Canada, what feels like every year in the Olympics. And obviously the Canadians are amazing. But this year, leading up in December, there was a rivalry series. I think we played 4 games. We swept them. We not only swept the Canadians, we beat them badly. I think the score differential was something like 24-7. So this is like, I think, so promising. And
This
there's a
is our
new
year.
coach. Yeah, there's a new coach. The word on the street in 2022, even though we just lost by 1 goal in the final game, was that we were a little bit slower. So there's a huge like youth infusion. And so you've got this great mix of Kendall Coyne Schofield. You've got Hillary Knight, Kelly Panic. You've got these like women that have been there and done that. But 12 of the 23 players, this is their first Olympics. And
It's
I think that
crazy.
is just so exciting. And
Fresh blood.
and there's I don't know, I actually have to like add it up, but there's probably at least 3 or 4 that are still in college. They're seniors in college and they're like phenomenal hockey players. And then the other really feel good story, and I love this so much, is hold on, let me pull it up. But up, boop, boop, boop. Hold on. I'm
That's your hold
sorry.
music. Boo boo doo boo
Can
boo
you give
boo
me
boo.
can you give me some hold music
Oh
while I pull
yes.
this up?
I want to talk about the biathlon really quick because the idea
I'm
that you would
back.
do the oh
we'll,
do 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 do
we'll
do.
talk. It was supposed to be music, not fun facts, because I want you
What?
to talk about
That's how I
biathlon.
sing. I sing in fun facts. Did you know
Okay.
that?
Oh,
All right,
wow.
go ahead, you fucking
Layla
bully.
Edwards. Layla Edwards. She's
Hmm.
making history as the first Black woman to represent the United States in Olympic women's hockey. Can you stand it? The first, it is 2026, and she's the
So
first Black woman in USA hockey.
yeah,
She
it's
is so
ridiculous.
feel good. She's so good. She's like a power forward. She's literally still in college, and then decided to drop back, and now she's a defender. She's plays for University of Wisconsin, which is obviously OG, like amazing. They just won the College World Series last year. But anyway, that's like a super special story. There's so many good stories. It's the best of the best. I really
Yeah,
feel confident this year that we're gonna take it. And yeah, it's
you
great.
should live stream your reactions.
I know.
Like,
I've got to do
no,
more
you
like
should.
fun social media stuff. I
Please,
just have to
please,
learn how
please,
to do
please.
it. Yeah, you can come over and
We
do
can do
it.
it together. We'll do
Yeah.
it as a family.
But yeah, we've got Hillary Knight, 5th Olympics, most by any U.S. hockey player, male or female. Kendall Coyne Schofield, who's a mom. She's going to go. This is her 4th Olympics, but now she is a kid and she's so fast and so amazing. Anyway, it's a great group. Get into it, USA Hockey. I'm super pumped. I know we're winding down, but hit me with biathlon and then
And
I'll do
just every time
steamo
they
to
do
end.
it, every time they do a biathlon, it just blows my mind that it's like, I mean, they started in Switzerland in like 1928 or whatever, and it only officially, I think, became like a staple in like 2002 or something like that. But the idea of this crazy skiing and then shooting guns when your hands are just frozen, it's just it's like a 007 like
Yeah.
the spy training. Like
Yeah.
it's like if you did cage diving and souffle making like that kind of with like Prue and Paul from Bake Off like being the judges like every time I see it they're like just working and they stop and get gun it's
I
so
know.
it floors me
It
that
is
that
some James
is
Bond shit for sure.
it is it's and then the skeleton I will not watch the
Yeah.
skeleton
That is
the downhill like
legitimately the scariest thing
sliding
I've ever seen in my entire life. You
on their
don't know.
heads
You don't know what's coming.
how are they
Isn't the
alive
skeleton feet first?
no the skeleton's head first
Which one's feet
it's
first? Maybe there's dual.
Wait, hold on.
There's
Is that bobsledding? No, that's with a group of people.
no, I think there's head first and feet first skeleton. It's insane,
I thought there
whatever it
was only
is.
head first. It's like a Johnny Knoxville segment on Jackass. Like what? First of all, great reference, very current. What I
So
just said.
current. So current. I said
It's
Exana
just
Bayul, so we're
yeah.
even. That was literally probably 96, 98. I
I
don't know.
wanted to talk about Greg Louganis really quick and his yeah, I will not
Bonnie
be watching
Blair.
Skeleton. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bunny.
Oh my God. All right. So we're gonna do you're gonna come back and we're gonna do a deeper dive on
Okay.
skeleton and we're gonna cover more sports.
Okay.
But
Anytime.
we're gonna leave you with this
Okay.
ski mountaineering. It's the new sport in the Olympics. I did a deep dive and I am now absolutely obsessed. I followed them on Instagram. I followed our two athletes, male and female. This is so crazy to me, right?
I know
Because
nothing about it, so educate me.
well, it made me think of the biathlon when it feels like it's two legitimate sports that you just put together and you're like, how do you even like shoot a gun? Whatever. And then skate, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, wait,
Yes.
what? Um, and so ski mountaineering is a winter endurance sport where athletes climb uphill on skis, then race back downhill over alpine terrain.
What?
This is the definition. Unlike alpine skiing, which is all downhill, skimo combines ascending, traversing, descending on a time race course. Basically, you're hiking up mountains, sometimes with full skis, and then what looks like what they call shins. I don't know. I'm not getting all of this correct, but it's downhill, it's cross country, it's like rock climbing. It's so insane and it looks so exciting. And this is what's
Think of
so
their thighs. Their thighs must be so big. How do you do that?
it's
Climb a mountain and then skate. That's
it,
crazy.
I know. You've got to like everyone just like watch these
Okay.
videos. This is what I'm going to be absolutely obsessed with over the Olympics. But you need to check out the story really quick. Anna Gibson, right? So it's Anna Gibson and Cam Smith. Cam Smith's the dude, Anna Gibson's woman. These are our two athletes for skimo. We weren't even supposed to qualify. And they ran like a relay race, a relay portion of, and qualified literally like in December. But Anna Gibson's story is so wild. She just started this 6 months ago, Bridget.
No,
No, yeah.
shut up.
She just started this 6 months ago. She's a runner. She ran the 1500 meter at the 2024 Olympic track and field trials. She picked up ski mountaineering the last 6 months because she did a lot of trail running and hiking and cross country skiing. So she's just like this phenomenal athlete. And then Cam convinced her to like try this, right? So she also does like mountain climbing, trail running. She was a junior national champion in cross country skiing. So she puts all these skills, she's like a bionic woman,
She's a
together.
neurosurgeon. This is crazy.
Yes. In the off season, she's a neurosurgeon. Um,
You're so dumb.
And so it's so crazy. So Cam's been doing this like his lifelong obsession. She just started doing this. They did the relay and they got first place. They were projected like sixth. And they
I
got
know nothing
first. They
about
qualified.
this.
I know they because this is just happening.
I know
So
nothing about this. Okay, great.
there's men's sprint, women's sprint, and mixed relay. I'm not saying they're going to go in there, and dominate or medal, but just for them to be there is an amazing accomplishment. This is a European event. This is what Europeans have been doing apparently for the last like 30 years. This is brand new, and it's not like brand new. She's just like, yeah, I'll take it up 6 months ago, and now they came in first place in some event, a nationals or something. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Isn't that amazing? So look
I have
out,
no
everybody,
talent.
for Anna
That's
Gibson.
amazing. Okay. I'm
It's a
gonna
feel good story.
thank you for educating me because I knew absolutely nothing about this. Thank
I
you,
didn't
Erin.
either. I started my deep dive earlier this week and I was like, ski mountaineering? What's that? And now I'm obsessed. It's called skimo for short or
I
shirt.
can run for 5 minutes on a treadmill, and that's
I
it.
could
So
barely get out of bed. I'm just drinking my first coffee. It's 12:30. Um, I'm just so excited for all of this. Yeah, we did it.
we did
Phase
it.
one of Olympic preview in the
USA.
books. USA,
USA.
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 I'm gonna vow to try to watch as many events in real time as possible. I'm going to try to watch figure skating in real time and not panic and just really try to like not do the Dick Foley anxiety, and really embrace whatever happens. I just get so protective of all of these athletes that I lose my mind.
Okay. They have great medics. If anybody's brain falls out, you'll be fine.
Again, I'm not worried about the brain falling out. I'm worried about them coming, like crying over bronze or fourth. That's what I get. Like, I'm like, oh God.
Oh, they didn't win a medal. This one doesn't have a brain, Erin. Where are your priorities? Okay. I didn't get a little shiny piece of gold. There is no brain in that woman's head anymore. It'll be
There's an
fine.
empty hole in a set of skis. Now, I'm very excited. Thank you so much for going on this
Oh my God, I
journey,
love
this
you.
Olympic journey with me. And I'm just going to keep calling you because these are so fun to do with you. I love it so
And
much.
I will be watching all of them. I'm literally taking off February 6th to the 22nd. So unless you're calling me about heated rivalry or the Olympics, do not call me.
Do not call me. Do not call me. It's Olympics or heated rivalry
Yeah.
from this
Or
day
bust.
forward. That's it for today's episode of Her Lights. If you're loving the show, do me a huge favor. Wherever you listen, rate, review, and subscribe. It really helps me grow the podcast and get more people discovering how amazing women's sports are. Leave a 5-star rating and drop a fun review. I'll pick my favorites and read them on the air. And if you've got a story, an athlete, a game I should know about, shoot me an email at erin@herlights.com. I would love to hear from you. Fans, friends, family, have the best week of your life.